Hey guys, it's Ingrid, and today I sat down to film and a tree crew showed up outside my house. They are working their way down the street, cutting off branches, I guess, that get too close to power lines or something. I don't know, but their timing couldn't be more worse. So if you hear them in the background, it is what it is. Regardless, today I have 4 things that I was influenced to buy from the internets. I am a sucker. Aren't we all though? So if you're interested in learning about that under eye cream that makes all your bags and wrinkles go away, the famous foundation Il Makiage, the C-Curl Lash Curler, and Lash Buddy fake eyelashes, I have it all here and I have a lot of thoughts. Stick around, doing it now. Okay, so the first thing I want to show you is the Westmore Beauty 60-second eye effects. What is it called? Tinted eye firming gel. This stuff, if you haven't seen this video, I'm going to put a little bit of a screen grab of the video that really sold me on this up here and show you. And while that's playing, let me tell you kind of a rundown of what this stuff is supposed to do. Visibly firms lines and puffiness, looks and feels like your skin, and a universal tint that color corrects and brightens. I thought we learned there's no universal tint. It's not really a strong tint though, so this thing is normally $50 for an eye cream that takes away your wrinkles in your bags. I did not pay that price. Do not buy this full price. They will always have some sort of sale or coupon situation somewhere that you can find it. If you're into buying things like this on Mercari or Poshmark or eBay, you can find a better deal there too. I'm just wiping away my moisturizer and primer that I put on to show you guys the foundation today as well. It says it's going to instantly reduce the appearance of puffiness, fine lines, wrinkles, and under eye circles. A first of its kind eye serum with flex tensor technology. This is not first of its kind. This sort of thing has been around for years and years and years. Even this formula, this has been around a while, but it seems like sometimes, I just want to show you what it looks like coming out. Sometimes it's a little more in your feed than others. So you can see it's kind of a tannish color there. A little, it goes a long way. So I'm just gonna dab. Just kind of gently tapping. And I'm going in with the clean finger and tapping over the excess product. I should have done one with and one without. Let me wipe this off the other side so you can see a comparison. That was like $29 worth of product I just wiped off. You're welcome. So you don't want to move and you want to kind of fan it dry. And you just do this for about, it says 60 seconds. You're gonna see a difference. It works. It's just that it's temporary and you have to be okay with that. The other thing is that makeup doesn't go over it very well. You feel it tightening a little bit on your under eye, but that means it's working because your skin is getting tightened up. So there's no more looseness. So do you see the difference between this side and this side? The puffiness on this side is a little more pronounced. In person, I'm gonna say it shows up a little bit more. Even some of the discoloration has gone away on this side, whereas it's still present here. Now, here's the killer. When you look in a close-up mirror with this product on, you're going to see the product. Think of it like a concealer that you applied and you didn't blend it in all the way. That's kind of what the effect is. So you're gonna go over it with makeup most of the time. Well, I am. When I've done this before, I've just done a very light bit of a serum type concealer. I find that that's the most gel-like finish that goes on nicely over this, but you can use this on its own. So it's up to you to decide if it's worth it or not, but I feel like if I have a day where I wake up and my eyes are extra puffy, maybe I didn't sleep well the night before, and I have something I really want to look a little bit more squared away for, it's worth doing, and I will. The thing is, you have to take into consideration how it's going to interact with other makeup and other products that you're putting on your face, even if it's just moisturizer or primer. Matter of fact, I'm going in with a little bit of my marshmallow primer around here because I want to give this foundation every chance it can have to do well. This is worth it to me if you can get it either on sale or get a better deal for it somewhere, usually on their website. If it's running full price, it's not necessarily $50 for it. You can get it for $40 if you subscribe. I'm not going to use it enough to need to subscribe, so But like I said, I didn't pay full price for it anyway. Okay, moving on. The Makiage foundation. I've been looking at it. I've been seeing it for a long time now, just like you have. And I've been like, no, 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 no. But apparently on the, I think it's about 102nd, 103rd no is when they start to sway you. I would see these videos of the women putting on the foundation with one of these brushes, the paddle brush, and just like swiping it down their face. And it's a perfect match and it looks gorgeous. Here's the thing. That's not how you wear foundation. Like, you don't just have like big swipes of it and then go out the door and on with your day. I mean, maybe you do. And if you do, you should probably talk to somebody. But I ordered it and I didn't realize they have a new one now. So usually what you see is I'm gonna put a picture of it up here. The Makiage Woke Up Like This Flawless Base Foundation. So I went online and took their quiz to get the right shade, and it directed me towards this one, which is the Makiage After Party Next Gen Full Coverage Foundation. Now, I already am not a full coverage foundation person. So is that a strike against the product? No. It's maybe a strike against me for picking out something that wouldn't necessarily work for me anyway, but probably not. So I was impressed with the packaging. I was impressed with the color they sent me. This is shade 40. I'll show you what it comes in like. It has this nice box and it arrives like upright. Like, already, that's wonderful. How cute. So I want to show you. I have already moisturized and primed my face with a primer that I know works well with almost every foundation that I have. I want to give this thing a good chance. Let me tell you, I have tried this with a damp sponge. I have tried this with the paddle brush. I have tried this with my fingers, and it goes on so incredibly patchy that I cannot. Even if I blend it and mix it in with a different foundation or a glowy primer to try and thin it out a little bit for a little less coverage, splotchy, patchy mess. This is the shade. That is some full coverage, right? Yeah. Okay, so taking into consideration the fact that I'm not a full coverage foundation person, it's fair. However, usually by applying with a damp sponge or doing a little chemistry and mixing stuff up with like I said, a glowy primer or maybe a face oil, whatever it is that you're going to use, I can usually make stuff work. But this one, I'm gonna give you that satisfactory business with the, like, why do we do this? That's not, come on, I want you to see. Put it right over my redness. All right, here's that. Here we go. Ready? This is what they do. That looks super wrong for me for color right now, but it's just the lighting in here. And then they freak out and go, it's so amazing. It's so full coverage. No, stop. It's like spackle. So I want to show you what this looks like on one side blended in with my fingers and the other side with a wet sponge. Let's do this side with the wet sponge since I've already got this kind of shellacked on here. I'm not going to get down on it around my lower lids because, like I said, that stuff that I put on there, that Westmore Beauty firming gel, it is not going to work well with other things going on top of it. I will give them credit. The color on this is phenomenal. They matched almost perfectly. And just a little bit more for my forehead. I tried this so many different times, you guys, that I had to throw away the sponge that I was using for it because it was all over it and it was interfering with other foundations I was trying to use. Let me adjust a little bit here, the lighting, so it's not so garish. But yeah, it's still garish. If you could see close up how splotchy this looks on my skin, you would understand. And my skin isn't even particularly dry, but it looks like I have flakes forming on my forehead here. Okay, so is this not enough to convince you? Let me show you on the other side using my fingertips to blend. Look at that. Just as instant full coverage, which is okay. That's what it's advertised for. But like, you can't even spread this out? What? If you tried this foundation and found a way to apply it that makes it work, please tell me. And I'm not trying to bash anybody, okay? Like, If this works for you, that's great because it's definitely high coverage. They're really good at color matching. Thing is, I wrote in to express my concerns with how it went on, and they told me, well, first, they explained to me what primer is, which was unnecessary. And also, I told them I already tried it with primer, without primer, sponge application, brush application, finger application, and I could not make it work in any way, shape, or form, and they suggested I try primer. Well, I was not having that because I already told them. I told them. That just makes me feel like it's a very bot-like experience. So here we go. Fingertip applied, sponge applied, both sides. It just is so cakey. It makes pores stand out on my skin that I didn't know I had. Like, it makes them grow. It, like, the pores are just like, oh, for your nose, for you. Here's some extra. So this was a big no for me. I can't find a way to make this work. Like I said, if you're able to make it work, please tell me how. What are you doing? Like, how are you applying it so that it looks nice and smooth? Because this is not what it looks like in their advertisements. The nice thing I can say about them, though, is that they're good about returning. You have 2 weeks to try it, and then you can return it, and they refund you your full amount. So I appreciated that. Although when I started in the email thread about talking about wanting to return it, their communication went down big time. Like, as in, I haven't heard from them since. And I cannot emphasize this enough. It's not that I'm just not interested in full coverage foundations. I have full coverage ones, like the Estee, or not, is it Estee Lauder? I have that one. I wear that for like special occasions. I like it. It's nice. It looks beautiful on the skin. It is not a cakey, splotchy mess like this was. So this is a no. I'm not interested in it. If you found a way to make it work, that's great, but mine is going back. Okay, so another thing that I have tried recently is, do you recall a few videos ago I was asking about if anybody experienced odd curling with their eyelashes? Like, the outside third of my lashes were bending up and there was nothing I could do. Nothing. And I talked to so many different people about it, like people that should know, and nobody knew, and I didn't know. So like, what's a girl to do? Well, you start Googling on the internet, and then the internet starts sending you advertisements for things like this. This is called the C Curl, and it is a special shaped lash curler. And I was interested and thinking, even though I don't curl my lashes, why would this help? Well, because I thought if I could just like force it into place and make it stop curling, that I could. The tree trimmers are here. Beautiful fanned out full lashes, not 2/3 of it fanned out and the last third doing its own thing, like pointing back into my skull. So I thought, this is interesting. It's got this extra large curved pad that your lashes go up against. And there's got to be a picture on their site that I can find to put up that will explain it better. But I thought, what could possibly go wrong? Now, do not curl your lashes with mascara on. And I have barely just a tiny little bit of mascara on, but I want to show you how this works. I'm just very gently getting the lashes in there. This is why I don't like lash curlers, because I always feel like my skin is caught in there. Gently, very gently. Do you see a difference? Neither do I. So I've tried it without mascara on, and it just bent my lashes kind of weirdly in the middle. Lash curlers are great if you have shorter lashes naturally. Mine are longer, so they tell you, if that's the case, that you should start a little bit further down the length of the lash. So I tried that, and I don't know if you can see it or not, but it just kind of bends them inward. Unfortunately, at the end of the day, this was a no for me as well. It just isn't. Popping in real quick, to be fair, during my editing process, I realized I didn't purchase it for lash curling purposes. I purchased it to fix that bent lash issue, which it didn't really help with. Now, I asked them online ahead of time if they thought it would, and they said potentially. So really, no fault of theirs. Whether or not it works well as a lash curler, I don't know, because I don't really utilize those. I slept with an eye mask on for years. I thought, there's no way that's part of the problem. Yeah, there is. Because I've done it for so long and I've never had this issue. Fast forward to realizing after 3 months, I think now, of sleeping without the eye mask, that they finally are getting back into place. They're not so bent anymore on the edges, and so I just have to deal with acknowledging that I knew all along what the problem was. Speaking of lashes, have you seen commercials for Lash Buddy? First of all, I've tried lashes before. I've tried them on this channel. I've literally made a joke out of it because it was so bad. I can't figure them out to save my life, but I ordered Lash Buddy because it's already on this like self-adhesive tab that goes along your lash line, and it's supposed to be phenomenal, right? And they were running a sale. Come to find out, they're always running this sale, which, whatever, that's fine. And you could get, I think it was buy two, get one free or something like that. And they look so gorgeous online on the girls when they're doing them. And it looks so simple, but also advertising. So Lash Buddy has these self-adhesive lashes. They come in a bunch of different styles. I'm gonna see if I can, I believe I got Flare, Whisper, and Moonbeam. And I thought, let me try the simplest ones here. And you can see the one is shorter than the other because I trimmed it a little as I was struggling to put it on. But here's what happens, and maybe I can show you better on this set. What I found is when you go to take them off of the little sticky base, look at the shape. I don't know about you, but that's not the shape of my eye if I haven't been drinking the night before. And it therefore did not lay down nicely on the lash line. And just to show that I'm not a total psychopath, I'll put that one back on and I'll take off the brand new one. I like that it comes with a replacement sticky band, but you can see I'm having a little bit of trouble here trying to get this off, and it's already doing that weird bend. There's what we've got coming off of there. And now I'm going to try putting it on. And these women just popped it on real quick, like nobody's business. There is a huge gap between my natural lashes and this. Now you can see I need to trim these, okay? So I'll go ahead and trim it. Maybe that will help. Already you see the effect of the sticker base being bent weird, right? It's not just me, you see that too. Like there's extra line at the end here, but let's try again. I have had these since early January and have not been able to make them work. I can't get that base to line up with the base of my lashes. My natural lashes underneath it, they were going like sideways because of what I'm fidgeting in here trying to do. Somebody out there knows how to apply these and is yelling at their screen. Can't hear you, yell louder. So I'm getting like the outer 2/3 of it to lay down, but the inner third won't lay down. And now as I'm pressing, I feel like I've wasted my effort because there's still like, I don't know, like a 1/10 of an inch gap between where the band is and where my natural lash line is. Now you might say, well, that's why you wear eyeliner to go over that, but it just doesn't. You guys, come on, you're laughing at me. I just know it. Let me try a different one. This is the only one that I haven't opened yet and tried. I already spent the money. Might as well give it a shot. Okay, this is what they look like. I'm taking them off nicely. Look at what's happened. Just from peeling them off. Like, seriously, come on. That's not even doable. I'm just destined to never get to wear lashes, I think. I just started to try to pull it off of here, and the sticky band is already coming off of the lash. That end, do I even try? I'll try. But look at that, like that's not, okay, no. That's not the shape of my eye. The sticky stuff has gotten down into the lash itself. Wah wah. Lash Buddy is not my buddy. Sorry to say that's a loss. I really wanted these to work. They're so cute. So of all the things that I have gone through and showed you today, this is the one that's worth your time. If you can find a good deal for it, maybe show the front of the package. Westmore Beauty, their 60-second eye effects tinted firming gel. Try that one. Everything else, save your money. And if you're in the market for a C-Curl eyelash curler, let me know. We can do some business. Hope you guys have a great day. Bye.